It's been a minute since I've seen your face.
Yes, it's been 1 week since. No, I'm just kidding. It's been a couple weeks.
Since you looked at me.
Um, yeah, because
It's
we last
been.
recorded what? It was the 16th or something. I don't know.
Whatever day we were in Chicago.
Yeah, 17th. I don't know. 16th is
Probably.
when we went to the thing, so it was 17th and 18th, I think. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And now it's January 1st.
it's January 1st. As of this
Yes.
recording, you'll be hearing
Yep.
this Thursday. So, January, what? I don't have my calendar in front of me.
4th.
4th,
I only know
yes.
that because that's when my desk comes in.
Yay! Aminder bought a desk. Oh, hi. Hello. By the way, what you're listening to right now is the Neurodivergent Convergence podcast. I am Nikki, and this is
Amanda.
Aminder. Say hi, Amanda.
Hi,
Amanda.
Amanda.
um,
Like, how many times can I do that joke?
I know, for real. We are two neurodivergent best friends navigating through the neurodivergent universe, the neuroverse,
Neuroverse, I like
multiverse,
that.
neuroverse, navigating the neuroverse together as late diagnosed neurodivergent women. And we have a podcast, and we show up every week for you to talk about neurodivergent shit and our experience with it. We are not experts in anything. We are just people
No.
with
Jack of all
opinions.
trades, master of absolutely nothing.
That's right. We are just folks with opinions, and opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. And yeah, so don't take anything we say seriously, ever, for any reason.
Mm-hmm.
And always consult our disclaimer and your medical professionals before doing anything we fucking say on here, okay?
Yep.
Yay. Cool
Please
beans!
don't sue us. I literally just bought a $60 desk.
$60 desk. So, like,
From Walmart.
from
Okay,
Walmart.
so we'll see
Made
how
of
long it
particle
lasts.
board. Okay.
Particle board.
Particle board. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The titties and the tat are back, by the way.
Yeah, I like it.
They're
I'm
back in
wearing
black.
a Link shirt.
Woo!
Legends of Zelda.
I love
Yes.
it. I love it.
Yes.
And I have a lot less hair. Yawn number one, man. We're not even that far in. It's only 11 o'clock in the AM.
It's hard to tell on the video, but I have more purpley red hair.
Yes.
It's more red looking now than purple, but
Yeah,
yep.
because purple falls out of your hair first. So
Yeah.
no matter how much purple I put in it, it goes right down
I
the
know
drain.
it's still coming out like in the shower.
Yeah, I bet. Because also your hair drinks the fucking color for some reason. It really just does. It just drinks it. So maybe we do a porosity filler next time we do your color, so it'll stay in better, fill in some holes
I
in them
understood all of
hairs.
that.
I'm sure you did. It's more of me thinking out loud. Anyway, what are we doing here this week? We are just doing a little conversation sode, the first one of the year. And we are going to have a little chat about our New Year's resolutions slash goals slash whatevers. And maybe have a little chat about how that might be a little more difficult for us neurospices to stick to, and how that has to look maybe a little different for us than other folks.
And like maybe recap like our holiday too.
And that too, yes. And holiday recap. Aminder, talk to me, because I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Coffee first. Coffee break, then talk to me.
So let's just go in order, I guess. So, holidays were fine. Was that stayed at my mom's for the weekend. I work at a bank, so we were off on Christmas. And then I took 4 days of vacation, so I've been off tomorrow I officially go back to work. And I've been off for 10 days and it feels already too soon. So, I was at my mom's, and this is funny. So I got both my parents, my mom and my dad. I got them both a like electric kind of like spin brush thing. You can clean it's mainly to clean your shower with.
Yes, I have
it has, like,
seen
a long
these.
handle. And it was like I got it for like Amazon Prime Day. and I asked both of them, like, would you want this? Because they're both in their 70s, and my dad has to walk around with a cane, so I figured that would be easy for him. And you can also use it to like clean your tile and like kitchen and stuff too, but it's mainly for shower stuff. It has like different brush heads. So I got them that. But then my mom wanted a new tablet because hers is like 8 years old at this point, something like that. So she wanted a new tablet. So I got her like a Amazon Fire tablet. And then my dad, he never really asked for anything, but I got him, he likes model kit
Okay.
sets. So I got him, I randomly asked him when we were on our way to I'm really good at like asking people random things to figure out what I want to get them for Christmas. As you know, like when I asked you what your favorite song was and you said it was
Yes.
for podcast related. Um
Yes.
the
And wrecked me for 24 hours.
with the help of Scott and
With the
Zach.
help of Scott and Zach, absolutely ruined me.
Yep. The so I asked my dad, we were on our way to the airport to fly to North Carolina. I said, which do you like more, Star Wars or Star Trek? He's like, well, I like them for different reasons, but I couldn't really pick. I was like, okay, cool. And then so I got him a model set of the Star Trek Enterprise
Ooh.
and the Millennium Falcon. They were
Ooh.
both of them were about the same as my mom's tablet, and I each like bought them both a scrubber thingy, so I spent the same on both of them. And then what was funny is that they went in together to get me a luggage set, which is good because it's like I need a luggage set because I kept
Yeah.
using my mom's because I traveled 4 times in 3 months. Like I went to Arizona for a conference, I went to North Carolina for Thanksgiving, and then I went to Chicago twice. So and now watch, I have this luggage set and I won't go
You
anywhere.
won't go anywhere else.
So I told them, I told both of them, like this is kind of like my parents are divorced, so I spent Christmas with them separately on the same day. But I told them, I said, so it's funny that I'm aware that I'm adult, but you guys went in together for your child to get a very adult present of a luggage set, and I got you, my mother, an electronic device, and I got you, my dad, toys. My dad's like, well, I'd rather have the toys. I'm like, no, I understand that. That's fair.
That's why it's funny.
That's why it's funny.
Because
I'm
you
like,
bought the child an adult thing,
yeah,
and the child bought y'all child things.
yeah. So just little turnaround there. So
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty much it. And then I've just been kind of like staying home since Tuesday. My mom and I went to the movies on Tuesday, saw the new Aquaman movie, and then
Okay.
I've been home since. Just went out a couple times, got my Dunkin' today. But and then had to pick up like medication, stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
that's been my holiday. What about you?
So, for me, we did a fat lot of absolutely nothing, which
Fantastic.
I needed so
Mhm.
badly in my life. I was on vacation as well, but it was the week after Chicago that I was on vacation. And I did have to end up going into work on Friday because apparently I had less PTO than I thought I did. So, in order to have a regular paycheck, I did have to work on Friday of that week, the week after Chicago. And then um, I had work the whole next week, obviously. So, this whole last timeline wise, this whole last week, I have been working. And then I had Saturday, Sunday, and today off. So I had a nice little 3-day weekend, which is great for me.
Staying up
Because
late, play Hogwarts Legacy.
I did stay up late playing Hogwarts Legacy.
I
Um,
had to like message her like I don't even know if she like it was a coincidence that she then read my messages on Messenger, but she was like ignoring me because she
yeah,
was
I'm
playing
sorry.
Hogwarts Legacy, and then so I
She
saw
was
that
like
she was playing.
ignoring me.
So I saw she was playing, which is way past her bedtime, might I
Yes.
add. And so I sent her a message on PlayStation going, there was like a sticker going, someone going, psst.
I know. And I was like, shit, my phone.
And so I'm like, and then you
It
saw it,
works.
but you saw it like the same second that I sent it. I'm like, Was that a coincidence, or did I actually not like you actually were
No,
like,
you
ah,
did. You
crap?
actually did get me because I was like, oh shit, she sent me a sticker on here. She probably really trying to get my attention. So I looked at my phone and I was like, oh fuck, sorry. I missed like 10 messages from me.
And then I asked her twice, two different times. Granted, I did send her messages both times. Was what time do you want to record Monday? She'd answer
Yeah,
the one thing, the last message, but not the other three messages that I sent both times. But I
because I
also was like,
did. Yeah.
I was in a very like stream of consciousness. I was in a very creative mood and made like some posts and reels and stuff and scheduled them. And so I'm like, I need feedback. I need input. Answer me, woman.
Yeah,
And so,
because Amanda
yeah.
is carrying our social media presence right now. She is weirdly enough, which we thought was definitely going to be my job. Like we really
Well,
thought that was going to be my job. And then it just sort of became yours and I was like, just fucking go. Like you are doing
well,
so great with it. Just keep going.
I'm just scheduling posts. Like I'm not replying to comments. I'm
Yeah.
not
I
doing any
I
other
do
posts.
that.
I do my daily. I schedule my daily 12 p.m. post, and then I just fuck off. It's like that's.
Yes.
It's like I'm the person in the group chat that lurks, and I'm just like, "Hi guys, here's a little seed of greatness. Okay, bye."
His total
And then,
creepy girlfriend face was just
mm-hmm,
that minute like,
mm-hmm,
yeah. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
that. It was
mm-hmm.
perfect.
So yeah, so yeah, I just do the post like I will get like notifications of so and so commented or so and so messaged you. I'm like, Nikki will take care of that. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
and I do that stuff, but like I feel like as far as like content creation goes, which I honest to God thought was going to be in my lap, she's just taken it and ran with it. And I was like, fucking go. Like I'm so thrilled about it. You have no idea. Like it takes so
Mhm.
much off my plate to not have to rack my brain to be creative with content or even just like schedule it out or whatever. It's so nice. And like I'm sure I will have to like help her a little bit at some point because it's
Well,
all
I
her
will
right now,
admit
but like
lot of times. So any if I've now done the thing where if I create my own meme, I added our little like logo on it
mhm.
in a place that people can't crop out easily.
Yeah.
And then because it's like I've cropped out people's logos and memes because they were dumb and didn't put it in a conspicuous place. So, but I will like I won't like take someone's meme and then like put our logo on it. I will if I find it on a page that I know probably created it, I will credit them. But if it's like a meme page that I'm like I'm not gonna credit a meme page. Like it like the
Right.
one I've recently posted was like how to ADHD, I think.
Mhm.
So and it was like her tweet. And
Yeah.
so I will try crediting them. And so but now I'm trying to like do more of my own ones where I'm just like I'm actually like I will go to Google images or like think of like find ideas, but for the most part like I'm trying to just make ones my own instead of just like downloading them from other pages.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
listen, sometimes you got to steal content and sometimes you can make it yourself. Like, it just is what it
mhm,
is, right? But like you said, at least we're crediting the folks who we know
mhm,
spent time making those memes when we can. So
yeah.
when we have actual, people to credit, we do so. So, anyway, yeah. So that was Big Squirrel. You're on three. Three. Three.
3.
Yeah, three. Um, I need to put the yawn counter back in the videos because I have been lazy the last few times and haven't done it. But it's these fucking cans, man. I have my other ones charging while we're recording so that
Maybe you can wear.
next
Mhm.
episode will be fine. But they are charging right now. So what was I saying?
Well, I interrupted you and then went on a 5-minute diatribe. You were talking about how you were I because I interrupted you and said and she was playing Hogwarts Legacy because you said
Yes,
you were
yes,
off.
yes, yes. I
Mhm.
played so much Hogwarts Legacy on vacation. I think I spent in one day on Christmas Day I played anywhere between 8 and 10 hours worth that day.
Yeah, that game sucks you in, man. Like,
It
and what's funny is
I
that
lose time.
well,
Like,
because like because we share like the YouTube
yeah.
channel. So I would go into the YouTube channel and to like upload stuff, and I just see like history of how to get all the field pages, and I'm like, I mean, honestly, I did the same thing because it's like I wanted to 100% the game, and I fucking did. Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so So I found something cool because when I was searching for, I was missing like four. God damn it, yawn number four. I was missing like four field guide pages, and
Did you find a Google Doc? Because I did. I used a Google
no,
Doc that showed me
I
where it was.
that would be great. I did not find that. However, I found a cooler thing that takes way less time. I went to Reddit, which I don't know how to Reddit, but it was a post and I clicked on it and it was like, hey, for people who play on PlayStation only, if you're tired of Googling and trying to follow a video at the same time on your phone while you're playing your game, did you know that if you have PlayStation Plus or whatever the fuck it's called, you can go to help and it gives you step by step walkthrough of the entire goddamn game with
Huh.
videos and everything on where to find shit, on how to
On
get
the
there.
actual PlayStation?
Yes!
I wonder if that's a PS5 only because I have PlayStation Plus and maybe I just never bothered with that. But
I don't know if it's PS5, but if you have like you can hit the help button. Like if you have like a when you hit the button on your controller for a PS5, I don't know what it looks like for a 4, but like when I hit the PlayStation button on my controller, it pops up a little menu, right? A little menu of cubes, and I can scroll through them. One of them is help. And if you click on help, it has like a breakdown of the game. So one's collectibles, one's main story, one's side quests, and like you can click on that, the collectibles one, and it will take you through every single field guide page with video and text, and you can caption it if you need to caption it off, and you can pin it to the side of your screen so you can watch the video and then go where it's telling you to go. It shows you how to flew there, it shows you everything. And I was like, this is fucking cool. So I was able to complete the field guide pages in that way. I'm not completely done, but I'm like almost done. I have a few pages left to do, but I'm like almost done now, and it was way quicker than like fucking YouTube and this and that and like having to have 6 screens, and it's like hard for me to pay attention that way. We're so on a Hogwarts Legacy
yeah,
fucking thing right now.
yep.
And please don't cancel us for liking this goddamn game. This is a whole ass episode we could have. Like, please don't cancel me for liking this game because I don't subscribe to any of the bullshit that J.K. Rowling spews out of her fucking cocklicker. So I don't. So please don't cancel me for liking Harry Potter just because I like this game and I like the movies. I'm not a transphobic human. I do not like J.K. Rowling as a person, but I can respect Harry Potter and the world that was
Well,
created by her.
it's kind of like I said the other day, or like the last time we recorded. It's like all these like Disney movies. It's like
Yeah.
we should cancel Disney because Disney himself was like pretty anti-Semitic.
Right.
So I mean that's
We should totally get into that in the next episode. Fucking actual topic. Let's get
yeah,
into that in our next episode.
sounds good.
I think we
I'm
totally
for
should.
it.
I think we totally
Okay,
should do it. So
so to get back on topic, so you played
yes.
Hogwarts Legacy, and then you had to go into work on Friday, and
Yes.
then
So yeah, so then I had the weekend off, which was great. God damn it, y'all, number 5. I might have to take these off or I'm never gonna get through anything. Anyway, long story short, holiday was great. We did a whole fat lot of nothing. I played a lot of fucking video games and got a haircut and what else? Built some furniture. I'll have pictures. I'll have to show you. We got a new desk for Jordan because the gaming desk that he had was just a fucking mess and there was no space for it. So Jordan got a new desk. We put Jordan's old desk in Nick's room because he needed a bigger one, and then we gave Nick's little desk to Noah. So now Noah has a desk in his room. And it makes more sense with the furniture in my dining room. I will send pictures. And then yesterday, we spent time building out a new entryway, like hallway tree thing. Did you message me?
yes, because you reminded me that I need to send you the picture of my desk.
I love
So
it. It's perfect. It's so
mhm.
podcast. I love it very much. So anyway, uh-oh, did you freeze?
No,
Your video froze.
no.
On my
Hi,
end, it did.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. It just
Okay.
your video is frozen for some reason. That was weird.
Hmm.
Uh
Am I still frozen?
Turn your video off and back on again. Can you try turning it off and on again? Turn your video off and then turn it back on. There you go. Now you're
Hmm.
not frozen.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of that. I built an entryway, like hallway tree thing. So I have like everyone has little hooks for all their stuff now. I'll send you a picture. It's cute. Makes my entryway look a lot bigger. We're just trying to set up our house to like function better for us now that we know that we're not moving. Like, I didn't want to spend a bunch of money if we knew we were going to be leaving in a few years. So I just kind of dealt with what I had. And then, of course, like I got a job. So making more money has, its perks when you're paying off bills and shit and able to buy things that actually work for you instead of using what you have.
I know.
So
I remember seeing like Jordan looking like he was about to cry when he was talking about paying
I
off credit cards.
know, I know. We're making a
Happy
lot of good
cry.
strides. It was a
Happy
very
cry.
happy cry. We've struggled quite a bit financially, so we're finally in a place where the struggle is not so real. I mean, we're not all the way out of it yet. We still have to have a long way to go, but we are so much farther than we thought we'd ever be, which is great. So, um anyway, we're doing better with that kind of stuff. So we're just trying to set up our house right now to function better for us. And it's about to be a crazy couple weeks for me. So we're actually going to double record today so we can have 2 episodes in the can for you because we are moving my store. And
Yeah, I didn't even know that until you mentioned it
yeah,
earlier.
so we finally got a relo instead of a remodel like they were going to do because we need the
This is a
space.
small store. Yeah, it's a small store.
Yeah, we need the space. It's like literally closing in on us. So we're just moving from that. We're in that same complex still. We're just going from that end of the building all the way down to the other end of the building. And that unit down there is like what you see now of our entire store is basically going to be all sales floor. And then we'll have an entire like bump out behind the gambling place that you can't see. So it just looks like one big long rectangle, right? But then there'll be doors on this wall that go bump out behind the gambling place for an entire like 30 or 40 person classroom back there. And then we'll have a complete stock room in the back that's just as big that has plenty of room for everything that we need to stock back there. And they're giving us, like, I was just there the other day, they put completely new shelving in. We are bringing nothing from the old store other than the standalone fixtures and cute shelves that we have purchased for the store, right? Or that the company purchased for the store that aren't like our normal stock shelves. So we can bring that kind of stuff, but like all of the shelving is brand new, all of the marketing is brand new, all the swatches for the walls are brand new. Like the whole thing is painted pretty, brand new floors. Like it was a literal gut job and rebuild. So like
Mhm.
it's a state of the art store. We're getting neon signs all over the store, which only like 5 other stores have. It's really cool. Like I'm really excited about it. So we're really happy
Yeah.
about that. But it's gonna be a batshit couple weeks for us because I'm management. So like me and my manager this whole week it's just me and her 100% doing move prep. So like the other girls are running the store and her and I are there, but we're not there. Like we are working solely uninterruptedly on fucking move prep. So it's gonna be
I'd
like,
say I would be in heaven doing that. So
I mean, it's great. I'm happy. I'm ready for it. It's got nothing to do with like not wanting to do it. It's just like mentally prepping myself for
it's
the
because
amount of
you're trying to
time.
figure out a plan. You're trying to figure out
Correct.
a plan, but it's like what are the steps to do
Right.
that plan?
Right. So, but and I have to like I've never done this before and she's done 7 of these. So like cuz other teams get pulled in, like other stores teams get pulled in to help us during this time because we don't have enough people to do it on our own. So like a couple of other managers will come down from their stores during this time and help us. So she's had to go on other people's reloads and remodels and help. So she's done several of these before. So I'm just sort of learning from her how to do this and taking her lead and just sort of jumping when she says jump and asking how high and you know what I mean. So it's going to be one of those situations, but I'm very excited because like making it pretty and restocking and marketing, like all that's my favorite. Like I love that shit so much. So, and we get to throw shit away. My favorite thing in the
Yeah,
world to
because I
do.
remember, granted, I didn't get to see the back of your store. I was in your store once, and saw like, the main area. So
Yeah.
it's like when you were talking to me about how many boxes you guys had received and had to unpack, and I'm like thinking like, where would all those fit in
Yeah,
that store?
that
Granted, I don't know
tiny
what the back
skinny
looks like.
hallway, right? That tiny skinny hallway that you can see that goes all the way to the back of the store. Those
Mhm.
boxes get literally stacked as tall as they can up the wall on the one side. That's
Mhm.
where all that shit goes, plus into the classroom. So like now there's an entire back room we can fill with fucking boxes. Like one shipment is going to look so tiny back there compared to what it looks like when it comes in the door now. Like we're so fucking ready for this. Like I'm excited.
That's how it felt like when I moved from one Barnes and Noble store to another. It's
Yeah.
like, granted, the back of the original store wasn't particularly small, but
Mm-hmm.
when we got a large shipment, it took up a good amount of the space. And then when I
Yeah.
got to the other store, it's like, damn, what is this cavern in
Yes,
here?
that's what it feels
Like,
like. It feels like we've walked into a fucking cavern. Like we're like, there's so much room for fucking activities. Like,
yes,
what are we gonna do with all this room for all this
so much time to
activities?
run around. Just like I
Yes,
can
and
just
there's 2 working bathrooms in this store with
one.
hand dryers.
Hmm.
No more picking up paper towels off the floor. The people are too fucking lazy to put in a trash can.
Oh, people do that at my place. It's like you
Ugh.
think like professional adults that work in a, like not even it's not even a like I work in a bank, but it's like I work in a like a branch that is
Right,
not member facing. So you
right.
think like we don't have any customers
Yeah, it's just the folks that
to
work there.
blame. And so I'm like the fact that I have to pick up people's fucking uh paper towels and or wipe off the seat every fucking time. It's like
Right.
you are all professional adults. I don't understand. We're not even
Yeah.
allowed to wear jeans and you do this. Like
Yeah. Like it's so dumb.
if I have to pick up your shit, I should be allowed to wear jeans. I said it.
I said what I said. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I'm just sort of mentally, all of that to say that I'm mentally preparing and trying to physically prepare myself for
Stupid.
this crazy couple of weeks that's about to be my life because it's going to be like very late nights, very long days. So like 10 and 12-hour days, working probably till 9:30 at night. Like we're going to be working late to get this shit together.
Do you get overtime for that?
Oh, for sure. I'm getting
Okay,
paid.
good.
Don't you fucking worry.
Well, I
Don't
know you're
you
getting
fucking worry.
paid. I know you're getting paid, but I didn't know if you're gonna get
Yeah, no, I'm not
overtime.
salary. So I'm hourly. So
Mm-hmm.
my ass hits over 40 hours, they got to pay me. They has to pay me that overtime, okay? Yeah. So I don't get to I don't have to do the whole work 80 hours a week and still collect the same paycheck bullshit. So, um if I'm on the clock, you's paying me. So that's how it go. um I'm not
So
fancy. So yeah, so all of that to say, uh today after we're done doing this, we have a lot of like I'm going to try to do some well that's going to get into resolutions. So let's let's stop there with recap. I feel like that's recapped enough. Why don't we do our Mad Lib
mm-hmm.
and then we can get into like our sort of resolutions for the year and what that looks like for us and what we're trying to help us stick to those things because we're not like normal people, and we'll just kind of get into it from there. So I believe you're giving me words first, or am I giving you words first?
You're giving me words first.
Am I? Okay.
Yes.
Because prepping for your Pokemon adventure we did last time, right? No,
Sure,
we
I
did
have
your
it.
Pokeball and you last time.
Yeah, so you should be doing idea for a new Pokemon.
Oh shit, did I do it backwards? Did I wrote words down for idea for a new Pokemon to give
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah. You're giving me words and I'm writing them in the space to read to you.
Okay.
I sent you a picture of the page you should have been doing. Did you do
I
that picture?
know. Yes, I did. So but this
Okay.
time cuz I took words from you last time.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
I'm taking words from you. You're giving me the
Okay,
words.
but we just didn't go in order. So you took the first one, I'm taking the second one. But we didn't go in cuz like the next one I should have
We did
wrote down words for prepping your Pokemon and you
no,
should have wrote down words.
we did prepping for your Pokemon adventure. I gave you words for it.
You're right.
It's filled
I'm
out. It's filled
sorry.
out.
I forgot we
Yes.
did 2 last time. I'm behind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
behind. I'm behind.
That's why
I'm
I
behind.
sent you. I'm like, just in case you're confused
I
because
know.
we
I'm
used
behind.
mine.
I'm sorry. It's my bad. I'm behind. You get to hear us fight in real time. You're like, no, bitch. Listen to me. I've got it covered.
That's why I made sure. I
I
gave
know.
you
I
a
know. I'm
picture.
sorry. I'm sorry. You're like, bitch. I'm the one that hasn't slept, and now you don't know what's going on. Okay. Cut to it. All right.
Okay.
What do you need from me, ma'am?
Adjective.
Crispy.
Crispy. Krispy Kreme. Verb.
Cut.
That is a HM. Hidden machine, as they say. Adverb.
Menacingly.
He was just looking at me menacingly.
Menacingly.
Oh, I think it's just like he was just standing there menacingly. Verb.
Procure.
Procure. Number.
You're gonna hate me. 1/2 of 1/16.
So 1/32 is what you're
Yes,
saying.
yes, that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm saying, but you have to write it how I said it.
I am writing as you say. I'm just doing the math. Okay. Verb ending in ing.
So that's the one that I totally wrote the wrong thing in, scribbled it out, and then never wrote a word for it. So can we skip it for now and I'll give you that last?
Sure.
Okay.
Noun.
Waffles. Because I ate those for breakfast.
I'll just put waffle because it's not plural.
Do it plural, I don't care.
Okay, plural. Even though it has a in front of it.
You can
okay.
put waffle, that's fine.
No, I'm doing it.
No, just put waffle. It's fine. I was just fucking with you. Relax.
Waffle. Don't be a twat waffle.
Do that. Do twat waffle. Yes, twat waffle. That's better. Twat waffle.
Adjective.
Intoxicating.
Verb.
Acquiesce.
Is that like acquire? I don't know.
No, acquiesce is like to, like, I don't know what's a good way to put it. Like you're agreeing, but like begrudgingly.
Yeah. Adjective.
Translucent. Sorry, I got lost.
Plural noun.
Nuts.
Nuts.
Just like that.
Noun.
Oh, ocarina.
Ocarina of Time. I'm wearing that shirt, maybe. No, it's the original one. Noun.
Junk.
Junk. Junk in my trunk. Adjective.
Mild.
Mild, tender and mild, just like baby Jesus. So now I need a verb ending in ing.
Exploding.
Exploding. Okay. So this one is idea for new Pokemon contest round. Everyone knows there are 2 rounds in a Pokemon contest, the performance stage and the crispy battle stage. In the performance stage, the trainer must cut their Pokemon in order to appeal to the judges. That means using your Pokemon as creatively and menacingly as possible. Then, of course, there's the battle stage, where 2 trainers procure each other for 1/2 of 1/16 minutes. Trainers are scored for winning, for exploding new moves, and for even just a successful twat waffle.
I love it. I love it.
I think there should be a third, even more intoxicating round. It would be called the speed stage. The twaiter must acquiesce.
A twaiter?
A twaiter. Twaiter. The tweener.
I'm sorry.
Must acquiesce. Which is your Pokemon.
I'm sorry. It just came out and I was like, oh god, that was great. The twaiter.
The tweener must acquiesce their Pokemon. They're a complex and translucent obstacle course. You can use move and nuts to speed your Pokemon along, and scoring is based on time and ocarina. It would add a whole new junk to a Pokemon contest and would be mild to watch.
I was hoping mild would be used in that way, where it was just like, this is supposed to be like a great thing, and it's like, it was mild. It's fine.
It was okay. It was mid.
It was mid.
As the kids say.
It was not based. It was not
based. Cap.
But I still don't understand what cap. I have no idea what cap means either. Like, we're gonna have to Urban Dictionary that shit. I have no idea what it means.
I watched a video earlier, and like it was a couple that I follow on Facebook, and they use that. I'm like, with the context still don't know what it
Yeah,
means.
still
Like,
don't
it's
understand.
never used in a context that I can grasp. Like, it's like
So
they'll be like, "Oh, cap," and I'm like, "What is
I
she?"
don't
I'm
know
like,
what it
"I'm such a
means,
boomer.
but
What the fuck? What does that mean?"
I've heard it said in context of like, that's dope, no cap, or something, no cap. And I'm like, I
Like,
wonder if it
that's
means
true.
like that's true, or like the
What
most
does
correct, or like I don't know how many
I'm
more boomer
boomering
ways we
right
can say
now.
that.
What does no cap mean? No cap means no lie or for real.
Okay, but what is cap? I don't understand. Where's cap come from? I'm
Cap is another
confused.
word for lie. So no cap. It's from African American Vernacular English, which makes sense because I think I've heard it from them first. Um, I don't know where cap comes from. It just tells me that it means lie. So
I don't understand how we've put these two things together,
does
but
this
it's
word
fine.
mean? Does this word mean lie? No, I was thinking capitulate, but that means to cease or resist an opponent. I'm like, that doesn't mean lie. Why does cap mean lie? Google, thank you. Okay, in the 1900s, so the term to cap meant to brag, exaggerate, or lie about something.
Oh, so we're taking words from the 1900s. Wait, hold on. What part of the 1900s?
This doesn't say. It says early 1990s.
Did they just call the early 1990s the 1900s?
Yes.
Fuck off. No, ma'am. No,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. That is
No
not
me
appropriate.
gusta.
No me gusta. El millennials. Okay? Even though I am Los
I think
millennials.
it's this more a
Sorry.
Gen Z thing, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. It's not millennials. It's Gen Z. Which other generation can we blame for shit now? Can millennials stop being the problem? It's these fucking weird kids. What the hell?
I'm trying to be like one of the people that doesn't like automatically hate the next generation.
Yeah, I don't
So
automatically
I'm
hate them. It's just they make me feel old, so that makes a small disdain. That's all. A small disdain. No hate. Just
no hate.
don't like that you make me feel
No
old. And
cap.
no
No
cap.
cap.
No cap. I just
Based.
based
Bet.
bet, bro. Uh, I don't know what
Yep.
else they say.
The end. Okay, I don't know
The
either.
end.
I don't watch enough TikTok. Sorry. I watch
We've
TikTok
reached our
people my
limits.
age.
I can't. Oh, the Riz. I found out what the Riz means. Remember when she said, remember at the show where it was like, you got that Riz, you got that Riz. It means
Yeah, I thought like
charisma.
drip. Like
It means
okay, I was
charisma.
like
Drip
I
is
was like
closed.
yeah, I was guessing drip like bling. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
drip is closed. You
I
got the
knew drip
Riz
was
means
closed. I thought Riz was
charisma.
another word for drip.
Yeah, no,
So
Riz is just short for charisma. I figured I googled that too.
oh okay.
Yeah. So that one actually makes sense to me. So I'm like, I can understand how Riz came out of charisma, but I
Yeah.
don't understand how cap means lie. So it's fine. It's whatever. We have to stop boomering because we have
Yeah.
things to talk about and a whole nother episode to record.
Yep.
So um yeah,
Resolutions.
resolutions. Do you have any this year?
I
Anything
do.
to
I
kind of
actually
talk about?
I thought about it because it's like, okay, it sounds like a lot, but I have to explain. So I have four, but it's two pairs of like just two pairs that go together.
Okay.
So a fun pair where I'm not doing the whole like, I want to lose this much weight because it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I am
yeah.
like slowly but steadily, like I'll lose like 3 pounds in a week, but then gain 2 pounds and then the weekend. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like losing like 1 to 4 pounds in a month. So very slowly. But so I don't have like that sort of thing, or I'm gonna be a nicer person because we know that's not gonna fucking happen. And so,
So it sounds like we're being much more self-aware this year.
well, that is actually like part of it. It's because it's like I know if I put a goal, like I'm trying to like pick stuff that I know I'm like 80 to 90% sure I can do.
Yeah.
Like you'll never
Fair.
catch me use a planner. You'll never like, whatever. Like I'm pretty good at keeping organized, but it's like planners just don't mix with me. I have a graveyard of planners. So the the fun one is, like I said, they go together. So I want to try to play more of the games I own because it's like I get the problem is that I get in set, and this is like part of like depression thing. So it's like I sometimes get into a rut where nothing seems fun to do. So I'm trying to at least try to do where I beat one of my games per month. And so I feel
Okay.
like I did this sort of thing um a couple years ago, which it randomly became a New Year's resolution like halfway through January for me when I watched all these like highly rated movies. I watched about 275 movies in a year that were like the top 250 of IMDb. They were like AFI's top 100 movies at the American Film Institute and like other like top 10s. So I removed all the ones I hadn't watched. I removed some that I knew I would never want to watch, like The Exorcist. No, thank
Yes.
you. It's like I know I've seen enough clips. If it's a movie that's like okay, I know what it's about. Like if it's like a horror movie or something that I for sure I'm like yeah I know what this is about based on pop culture.
Right, right.
So I did do that. But what I did is I my little autistic self made before I was diagnosed, or I'm not diagnosed, but you know what I mean. So made a spreadsheet where I kept track of them, of movies I
I
watched.
remember this.
Yes.
I
So at
remember
the end
this.
in the end of the year, I did like a top 50. And so this time I'm doing video games that I own. I'm trying to beat at least one per month.
Okay.
Like the first one I'm gonna try to beat is Fallout 4. I'm a pretty good way in it. Um, it's like Mark got it for me for my birthday. And it's like almost it's like a 9-year-old game, so it's and so I'm gonna try to beat that probably in January, and then I have like the Miles Morales Spider-Man game. Like I got partway through that. Like I get to part of the games, and then like the dopamine just loses all the thing.
Yeah.
But if I make like something that keeps me accountable to myself, and so the second one to go along with it is, and actually got this idea from Zach because he posted like screenshot of some app he uses to keep track of like the types of books he reads. Not necessarily like I'm sure it keeps track of like the books he actually reads, but
Yeah.
like it's like it was like a pie chart of like like this much of the pie chart was like dark ones, this much was tense or adventurous or reflective, something like stuff like that. And so it's like so someone asked him in the comments like, "Oh, what's that um what's the app called?" And he goes, "Oh, it's this one. It was Storygraph if
Okay.
anyone's curious." So it's kind of like a Spotify thing where at the end of the year, like tracks what you read and blah blah, how many pages, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I want to try to read more books because I have so many books that I
Oh,
have. I'm not obviously not going to be able to read all these, but I
right,
want to at
right.
least try to read at least one book, one to two books a month of ones that I own. Um, and so that's like the two fun ones, and so the two other ones that are more like adult ones, and they're kind of contradictory.
Hmm.
So I want to save a certain amount of money in like my savings account. I want to have a certain amount saved.
Okay.
But and Nikki knows this about me is like I have a hard time getting rid of objects because my mother instilled in me a sense of well this thing costs this much money, so you shouldn't throw it away or
Right.
shouldn't give it away or whatever. At least if you give it away, donate to like give it to someone that you know or whatever, blah blah.
Right, right.
So it was hard for me to get rid of stuff because also I formed sentimental attachment with things like there are some stuff I will not get rid of, like, I had like, at least not right now, because, like, I have, like, an ice cream machine, like, ice cream maker that I've never used. It's been sitting on my shelf in my laundry room since I've gotten it, but it was the last Christmas gift my grandpa gave to me before he died.
Yeah.
So and it's even called, like, Nostalgia Electric is the company that makes
Cute.
it. So it's like, I would like to use it someday, but I can't get rid of it. It's like, "Well, you never used it." "Yeah, but my grandpa gave it to me and then died a month later, so
Yeah.
I can't really." So my thing is that, like, literally yesterday, I threw away my old comforter from my bed. I kept it in, like, one of those big Ziploc bags, like space saver bags,
Mhm.
and I had it but I'm like, "Well, I kept it in case, for some reason, my current comforter spontaneously combusted or something."
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, in case I might need this comforter. But then I thought about it. I'm trying to like condense all my like linens and stuff. Like I did keep the extra pillows from that comforter set and like the sheets.
Mhm.
So because they're still good. But the other one, the comforter was like stained, like and could not get washed out. Like I
Yeah.
washed it, but it just couldn't get the stains out. And so I literally just put it in a trash bag and threw it away. So the thing is that I'm trying to not hold on to things just for the sake of holding on to them. For the
Okay.
sake of so it's like I can always be like, I'm trying to save money, but it's also like I have the money to buy other things in case like I don't need to hold on to these things just because I might need them
For sure.
someday. So it's like, yes, I could use like a new set of pots and pans, but the ones I have are fine. And so it's like it's that sort of thing. So like I said, it's like a more adult way of looking at things, trying to work on myself about that, but it's also like trying to save money at the same time, but also
Sure.
like not trying to be attached to things just for the sake of keeping them because of monetary value.
Right.
So that's my long-winded thing. What about
Cool.
you?
So I do have some like more personal like health and fitness style goals. It's not necessarily a weight loss goal because I just those have literally never ever done anything for me. Like I've never been able to do anything other than feel like a fucking failure when I can't meet those goals. And because I've learned so much about myself and being chronically ill on top of being autistic and ADHD, it's like I have like this perfect storm for all the reasons why I might carry a little extra weight. So like I have a chronic illness, I have PCOS, like I'm autistic, have ADHD, so like I'm there's all these things stacked against me, right? And unfortunately, one of my favorite dopamining activities is food. So like I get a lot of food from or get a lot of food. I get a lot of dopamine from food. So like I don't I don't have a goal like that in mind. However, because I'm chronically ill, I do have to start paying attention a little bit more to the type of foods I'm eating and the things I'm drinking. Excuse me, and taking care of my physical body a little better. So it's not necessarily that I want to lose X amount of pounds or whatever by this end of the year or whatever. It's more of I've set and back to your planner thing. I did buy a planner. I gave
Mhm.
up on planner life years ago because again, I had a graveyard of them and I thought if I just bought more pens and more planners and found the perfect one that I would use it, and I never did. But also during that time, I was a stay-at-home mom. I'm like, what was I really fucking doing with my
There
life?
was a time where you did keep a planner pretty consistently. Like I remember you like
Yes.
putting doctor's appointments and stuff in that. So there was a
Yes, there
time.
was a time, but I it dropped off. Um, but I have so much happening in my life right now between my personal schedule, podcast stuff, Jordan's schedule, the boys' schedules, work. Like I have to keep something written down and like I have a visual memory function in my brain that if I physically write it down, it helps me to remember better if I've physically written it down. It also has to live in my phone so that I can get an electronic notification and have a reference point for when I can't physically access my book. But if I have it in two spots, it takes up less brain CPUs to make the thing happen, right? So I wrote down, and I'm talking about these equally at the same time because it makes sense here in a minute to the story. So I also like to do color coding of things. So I bought a 36 count of these felt tip Papermate markers that are all different colors. So all the colors in my book correspond with color code options from my Google Calendar. So like I have my calendar here with everyone having their own color. Okay. So that also helps my brain remember who's doing what at what time. And then I wrote down here, like, my biggest issue is right now, as far as like my physical health, is that I've been eating out for breakfast and lunch almost every goddamn day during the work week. Like, that not only will that like make me gain weight, but also the inflammation is off the fucking charts. I'm itching again. My face is all swollen all the time. My fingers are swollen again. Like I just don't fucking feel good. So I wrote down this little goal here in my book. I have this cute little page you can see. I have a little tracker down here. These are my goals that at least 3 times a week, starting out small, because again, autism, ADHD, shit happens, right? At least 3 times a week, I would like to bring my lunch to work, starting out small for like the first week of January. So this week, 3 times a week, would like to bring my lunch. I would also, 3 times this week, is the goal to eat breakfast at home before I go to work instead of getting breakfast on the way to work. And then also, I would like to, because I'm trying to do a self aware thing too, I would like to write down how I feel after eating at least 3 times a week. So I different foods sometimes make me not feel very good because they jack my histamine up. That's part of my mast cell disorder. So, and I've had a hard time sort of figuring out what's doing it the worst and like what foods I can tolerate and which ones I can't. So, I'm going to start keeping track of how I feel after I'm eating and sort of make a little note of like what I ate and how I felt after I ate it. So that,
To like remind you, be
yeah,
like,
to kind of like
listen,
remind me, like,
don't eat this
remember,
shit. Yeah.
right. Remember, last time you ate this, you felt like shit, so don't do it again, right? Um, and then just sort of keep a little tracker of how many times I do that. And then another like the goal is to like ideally I would do this more than 3 times a week, but in order for me not to feel like a failure, I've set the bar kind of low, especially for the first few weeks as I'm like transitioning into all of this newness, so that I don't set myself up for failure immediately, because as soon as I feel like it's unattainable, I fucking quit and then I'm done. So I've learned of myself that like even if the bar is extremely low for what really it needs to be to start with, it has to be there because I have to get the wins, right? I have to get the little wins in order to continue to keep going.
Well,
So I
it's
have
kind
to
of
almost
like it,
trick my brain into like continuing by giving it the dopamine reward of the easy win, right?
well, it's kind of like the whole like you have a to-do list. And so instead of having a list of 10 things and say, okay, I need to get all these 10 things done by the end of the day, it's like you just put one or two things. And
Right.
so and then like you might like like the one I posted like a few months ago of my main quests and my side quests. So
Right.
if I can just at least, you know, and then it starts like once the dopamine gets in there and then you start having like rolling with it.
Right.
Like basically it's like, oh, I'm like say you're cleaning your house. Like, oh, I'm just gonna start with the counters. Oh well, I'm with the counter, might as well do the dishes. Oh well,
Right.
I done it. Like you might as well mop the floor, you know.
Right.
So it's that sort of thing. So, but it's like my whole goal is to do the counters, but at least I did all this other stuff.
Right, exactly. So that's kind of the way I'm going to do it this year and just sort of start with the bar incredibly low and just let the dopamine build and raise the bar by like one every time I feel like I'm at a good spot. I also have to incorporate, and I did not write this down, but okay, what is this? Five or six? We're at
Five or
five or
six.
six. I'll know when I'm doing this part later. But um I also have to start with some sort of body movement, whether that's like I have some pelvic floor exercises. I was in pelvic floor therapy for a while before my hysterectomy, and I'm starting to notice some pelvic floor dysfunction again. So I need to restart those. Um, and also some like maybe some light yoga to start with, things that are easy for me to do that I like doing because I like doing yoga. It makes me feel good when I do it, and then slowly raise the bar for fitness from there. But again, that's right now the bar is at 3 times a week, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And even if I can only do this for 5 fucking minutes, the goal is just get to your 3 times a week, right? Like it doesn't matter how long you work out, as long as you did something 3 times a week. That is where my bar is at the current moment. And then we'll move the bar to, okay, at least 15 minutes 3 times a week. And then at least 30 minutes 3 times a week. Do you know what I mean? And then I can go more times a week. So that kind of thing.
That's kind of like what I do because it's like I have a more sedentary job, so I try to walk on my lunch. Um, so I have like 3 to 4 different routes I can take depending on how I feel. And I'm like, well, I don't want to walk that much, so I'll do the shorter route. It's like,
Right.
oh, but I have more energy today. I'll do the longer route.
Right.
So then I just already have like I already know how long they are because I mapped it on Google Maps, and
Right.
so that's kind of like how I am. It's like I don't have like a pretty much a goal. It's just like what do I fucking feel like doing today? Do I just feel
Right.
like sitting at my desk and watching YouTube? Then I'll do that. It's like if I feel like because it's like it's also like a process, especially when it's colder like this. It's like I have to put
Yeah.
my hat on, to put my gloves on, to put my jacket on. I have to get my earphones under my hat. It's like it's a whole process of like I gotta make sure I have my songs picked out
Right.
before I put my gloves on. So it's like a whole step by step process, and yeah, so it's just a whole mess. So I completely get it.
And is like 5 to 10 minutes of an exercise gonna do a lot for me in a quick fashion? No, probably not. But is it 5 minutes more than I've done the last 6 months of my life? Yeah, it is. So, like, I'm making slow and steady progress. And, like, eventually I will get to where I can do a 30-minute workout 5 days a week. And that'll be great. But, like, I can't slam. In the past, I have just slammed right into, like, okay, I'm gonna eat clean now. No more sugar, no more Dunkin', no more this, no more that. Every day, I have to do
Well,
it
it's hard to
every
do
day.
cold turkey. It's hard to do like
Exactly.
it's kind of like
So,
even like
like,
smokers, even smokers do like nicotine patches or like they'll go from like a pack a day to maybe like I don't know how many cigarettes are in a pack, like
yeah,
10 a day, 10 cigarettes a day to like like 5, 4 or whatever, and
right.
then
And
so
then
then they'll
just
do nicotine
slowly,
patches.
right. So, like, I
And
just can't slam. I'm
it's
not a slammer. I can't just quick
it's
change.
and not to make a pun, but it's also like an exercise in just being kinder to yourself and
Yes.
like knowing your expectations of yourself, knowing your limits. It's like, yeah, I could do like a whole like my coworker slash boss, she's lost like over 100 pounds because she went like outright straight into this diet. It works for her, you know, blah blah. She doesn't actually like she does exercise like by walking and whatever. Um, but she's lost over 100 pounds, like in the same time that I've lost like 20. And so it's
Right.
like, granted, she started off heavier than I did, but it's so it's like I can't do that
No, I
because
can't
it's
either.
like I will immediately get resentful
Yeah,
and I will just
same.
go back to binging and the whole not eating out like I've said before, like I was getting Dunkin' like 3 to 4 times a week. And so now I limit myself to 1 time a week because I gained like I went from like 190 to 228, something like that. And then
Yeah.
now I'm back down to 175 last time I
Yeah.
weighed myself. So it's like, and obviously it wasn't just the Dunkin', it was also eating like crap. So it's like
Yeah.
I'm not strict when it comes to like macronutrients. Like I just
Yeah.
basically count calories. Whether that I understand like yeah, a calorie from like a hand, 100 calories of a Hershey bar versus 100 calories of almonds are two different things. Yes, I understand that. You don't have to be a nutritionist to me, okay?
Right.
And so it's like, but to me, it's like calories a calorie. Just just try to fucking stay within this range, okay?
Right.
Just fucking stay within this range. Whether that's you just ate popcorn or whether you actually had chicken and broccoli or whatever. So just stay
Right.
within the fucking range. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at.
So, like, kind of same here as far as like the actual food stuff goes. For me, again, it's more about like figuring out what my body can tolerate and what it can't, especially now that I'm on medication that makes it a little easier to tolerate some foods that in the past I wouldn't have been able to eat at all. Um, so I want to start paying attention to how I feel after I eat certain things and then making some modifications from there. But also, like, the amount of fucking fast food I have been consuming over the past 6 months is absolutely ridiculous. And do you ever get to a point where you're just like, I literally cannot eat one more chicken nugget. I literally cannot eat one more McDonald's meal, one more whatever. Like, I eat a lot, maybe not because I eat a lot of fucking fast food, but like I've gotten to a place where it's like I just can't anymore. Like, I just am so fucking burnt out of fast food. I don't want it anymore. So I have to start meal prepping and like getting that kind of thing going again. So I have to figure out how to work that into my schedule, which I think we've decided Sundays are going to be that day for us, where we just sort of cook a bunch of food on Sunday and sort of decide, like, okay, this day, and like give myself a couple days where, like, if I want to order something in to work instead of taking a meal, I can do that. But like, it's gonna be like Core Life, which is like build your own salad bowl, or Panera or something like that, where no more fucking McDonald's and Burger King and fucking Sonic. Like, I have to stop that shit. It is just so much disgusting, like feel awful after I eat it kind of feelings.
That's
But
how I
it's
was with
quick.
like
So like,
that's that's how I was like how I gained the part of the weight too was we share a parking lot with Freddy's. So I would
yeah.
like walk they eventually they knew who I was. Like I didn't order every day or anything. I'd probably be, like maybe like once a week. I always felt like shit after I ate it. And I
Yeah.
will say I probably in the past year and this it's so strange for me to explain to people like why I don't really eat out because like I know um like other people I know like other people that eat out like I have coworkers that every single lunch is Burger King, McDonald's, and so it's like but then and I'm not saying this is you, but then they complain about money. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
so for me, it's like I tell people like I don't really eat fast food. but I can't really explain why. It's, yes, partly a health thing because it's like I eat one thing of fast food, I will gain 5 pounds
Yeah, same.
because my metabolism is so fucked up. Like I will gain like 5 pounds, but then it's also like it's like partly that, partly a money thing. Is like, well, I don't want to spend all my money on fast food, but it's also like there's like a third reason that I don't know why. And then it's like, but for me, like I've explained this before, I suck so hard meal prepping because it's like if I meal prep a meal, I might not like that meal by the third day.
Right.
So I have to, and I know you can't do this really, but it's like I'm in a position where I work right across the street from a grocery store. So I will literally just go buy like 2 to 3 days worth of food at a time. Like I will take my reusable bag, go there, pick it up, put it in the fridge at work, take it home, and I have 2 or 3 meals. It's like that way I know this is what I want at this current point in time.
Yeah.
And then so that's what I do because it's like I just go like if that's the days I don't go walking, that's the days I go grocery shopping for the next 2 to 3 days worth of food. And
Right.
so it's just easier for me because it's like I used to go out and shop and get 2 weeks worth of food, but then I was also throwing a bunch of food away
Right.
because I decided I didn't want that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
mess.
I I I have to get to a place where like god damn it.
We're almost done.
I know. For me, like I really don't ever get tired of a salad. I really don't. Like I love a salad and I eat kind of like the same salad every time and I can add little things here and there to change it up to make it enough where it's like novel for me. But I can get down on a salad any day. Like I'm just a salad person. I always have been. So the easiest thing to meal prep for me is like I make some rice or some quinoa, one of the two, because I like both. And I will keep that sort of separate instead of putting it in my salads because some days I'll want it in my salad and some days I won't. But then I'll prep. I bought these little snap lid bowls that are big enough for me to make a full salad instead of like having to fuck with it in a smaller jar. But I will cut up a bunch of romaine lettuce. I'll lay out all my bowls and then I will throw all the lettuce in the bowls. And then I'll move to the next thing, which is usually like I like pepper, like bell peppers in it. So I'll cut up a bunch of bell peppers, throw it in the bowl. I like banana peppers, so I'll throw some banana peppers in there. I'll throw some crumbled goat cheese, some chicken, some that I've already prepped, and like I'll just make like a cut up each ingredient and throw it in the bowls as I go, and like prep like 5 meals, like 5 salads, and then I just literally snag one out the fridge in the morning and go. And like that, I did that for like 2 weeks straight, and it was the easiest fucking thing in the world. I didn't even want fast food. I was like so happy with my big old fucking salad that fills me up, but doesn't make me feel gross. So like I'm gonna do that again because it worked really well. It's just I wasn't consistent with it. But like now I have to be. Like I'm at a place in my life where like I can't continue to operate like this. I can't continue to feel like this. Like I have to get healthier because my body is going to start fucking failing me. I'm too old for this shit now and I don't want to be sickly in my 50s because I didn't take care of myself in my 30s. Do you know what I mean? Like
Right.
I already have enough chronic health issues as it is that are difficult to medicate and difficult to work with because they're ever changing. And I have so much medical history not on my side with like heart disease and breast cancer and diabetes and all these things like on both literally both sides of my family these things have killed or are slowly killing most of my very close family members. So like I don't have the medical history, the genetics or the fucking luxury of continuing to abuse my body with shit that makes me feel sick. So like I just have to do what I have to do at this point. And this is zero shade to like anyone who thrives on fast food or whatever. Like you guys got to do what works for you. This is just simply like my own very personal, very specific body and needs because I have a very specific strange and rare chronic illness. So it just is what it is. Like I can't eat like everybody else. I can't be like everybody else because I'm genetically not made like everybody else and I have a chronic illness that a very small percentage of the population of the entire world has. So here we are. So that's really where I'm at. That's basically my resolutions and the whole goal, I think we're both sort of on the same page with this is to ease into it, to set small and attainable goals so that we can get the dopamine from the easy wins, right? And let that carry us to slightly greater steps throughout the year. I feel like maybe we should do like a quarterly check-in on this. Do you want to do like a quarterly check-in? Like every 3 months, do a little, hey, where we at? Like, yeah, I'll make a thing I'll make a note in my phone and in my planner to do, like, we'll pick a podcast day, we'll do a quarterly check-in, like a quick thing, doesn't have to be like a whole episode. Quarterly check-in on our goals, sort of keep each other accountability buddies. Accountability buddies. I like it. Our goals don't have to be the same, but we can help hold each other accountable for that. It just sort of encourage each other and be there to hear the bitching and the complaining when you don't want to, right? I don't want to work out today. I don't want to whatever. Like, I really don't want to work out today because this is my last day off before crazy starts. But I'm at least going to do my pelvic floor exercises because those don't require a lot of energy from me, but they are very effective. So I'm going to do those today. I will check in when those are complete. And we'll kind of go from there. So that's really all I have. What about you, Amanda? Do you have anything else to add before we let the people who don't want to hear the Chronicles of Jeremy go and then move on into Chronicles of Jeremy?
No, I think that pretty much wraps it up.
Okay. So we'll do all of the socials and the things here now for anyone who wants to leave us. This is the end of the content, the regularly scheduled programming. We will be transitioning into Chronicles of Jeremy here soon, but before we do, I would like to thank you all for listening. I'm excited for this year. I think it's going to be a different year. I'm not going to say exciting. I'm not going to say anything that could be positive or negative.
Don't put.
I'm not going to say nope. I'm not doing anything that is one way or the other. We are staying absolutely neutral in this moment by saying I think it's going to be
we are Switzerland
different. We are Switzerland about this year, but I think it's definitely going to be a different year.
It's a leap year. We'll leave it at that. It's a leap year.
It's a leap year. Okay, sure. It's a leap year. We're trying different things this year. That's what we're going to try differently this year. Is what we're going to do. That's neutral enough, right? We're going to try differently this year. And hopefully we shall see results. That's all I'm going to say. It's neutral. That's as neutral as I can fucking be. Anywhere socials are platformed, you may find us at which is just the, but fancy, the NDC podcast. So again, if you can't follow Neurodivergent, everywhere socials are platformed, we are at the NDC podcast. Literally everywhere. We have the same handle, literally every social media platform. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please smash that like button and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an upload from us.
And
your comments and subscribe. And your comments are a sacrifice to the algorithm gods, which I stole from another channel, but I like it, so that's why I'm saying it. So please comment, share on any platform you listen to. You may share with your friends, share our Facebook page with your friends. Please invite people to the Discord community. You are welcome to come and hang out on Discord with us. We have not been very present on Discord because we've not been very present in life lately. So that is something that I would like to try more to get into and keep track of, because there's not been a lot of Discord sharing over there. So we'll figure something out for that. But come talk to us over there. We need some more community members over there. Let's go hang out and do some things. And we look forward to this year and the new things we're going to try and trying differently. So maybe I'll add a little cool transition. I think Chronicles of Jeremy needs its own transition. We'll work. I'll work on that on Canva later. We're gonna make.
I also have an idea, like after we're done. I have
an
idea too about it. So
I love that. Perfect. So we're gonna give Chronicles of Jeremy its own special transition. So if you're leaving us, goodbye. Thank you for listening. We love you. If you're sticking around for Chronicles of Jeremy, here we go.
Yep. about that transition?
That was great. I love
Yeah.
it. It was
So
so great.
my turn to read.
It's your turn to read. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up so I can follow along. You
And we
may
gotta
start
tell the
though.
people what the animal I am.
Oh yeah, we didn't get to your anonymity. I think we should keep anonymity here too, because it's like a little treat for people who stick around to the end. They get to know. Oh shit, I just clicked out of the document. Hold please. Let me go back in. This is the shit you get when you hang around with us. Are you in the
It's
ideas
like the
document?
post. Yes, it's like the post credits.
Yeah,
I'm in the
post
diagram.
credits. Can you go out and go back in? Because I don't see. Oh, there you go. Oh, I changed you to a pumpkin. What were you before? A giraffe and a what? A giraffe and
A
a Wolverine.
Wolverine.
That's right.
Wolverine.
We'll stick to what you were before. A giraffe and a Wolverine. So what did you end up picking? Because I know you said it was going to be difficult for you to pick. So what did you end up picking?
So I said like giraffe is like my top 5 favorite animals.
Okay.
But then Wolverine obviously reminds me of X-Men. He's not my favorite X-Men,
Yeah.
but um that belongs to this lady right here, Storm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so but I'm gonna go with Wolverine because
Okay.
nerd. So
Okay.
yeah, because
Perfect.
Wolverine. And also the Red Dawn. Wolverines!
Wolverines. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. All right. So anonymous Wolverine, read me a story.
Okay. So the prompt. Just before they stepped into the cloud with Ruthane, they heard a familiar voice behind them. Hey guys, did you miss me? Finnegan the fainting goat said. Finnegan! Binky the Hardy exclaimed. I'm so glad you made it back in one piece. Sympathy the unicorn and Jeremy the psychic cat were also happy to see Finnegan alive and well. Now begins the story. So, Ruthane said hesitantly, I take it you two have been worried about Finnegan for a while now? Yes, Sympathy said. I've been wondering what's happened to him ever since that day he saved us. Actually, he was all over our blog feeds. One day he was with us, the next he was with Anilak the pirate. Did you know he actually became an adventurer? Ruthane asked. Yep, totally legit, Jeremy said. He saw an advertisement on the internet for adventurers wanted in restless lands. I just see your cursor going back and forth.
Sorry.
Uh, yes, well, you know the good old Finnegan always found an amazing adventure to follow, Finnegan said. Did he just talk about himself in the third person?
I think he did.
And he did this great thing for me, too. After we all made our ways out of the water chamber, I showed him this place on the maps, and he got out of the asylum that night and hopped on his little mini bike to it. And wouldn't you know it, just like that, he was all the way down to Angler's Mouth by the end of the day. Where did you go? Binky the Hardy asked Finnegan. Yeah, where did you go? Said Sympathy. I was in the water chamber. Like fucking duh, they just said that. Finnegan replied, I think I went to look for something down there. You couldn't have gone farther than you did, right? Jeremy asked. Well, I have to tell you, I was kind of on a mission, Finnegan said. I wanted to find out more about this place, and I was on my way to meet a friend. I could have walked to it, but I needed to bring this to someone, so that's what I did. Finnegan handed the map to Ruthane and hurried out to the front of the inn. What's all this? Ruthane said. My map. I thought you wanted it back. Or I thought you'd want it back, Finnegan said. Are you kidding? I have my own maps, Ruthane replied. I know you made it here somehow, so can we stop saying, I'm so glad you're alright, can't we? Well, it's good to see you back in one piece, and I'm glad I was able to come visit, Jeremy said. If we're going to find the Phantom's Hovel, I suggest we go down to the basement, Sympathy suggested. It's the shortest path to the asylum. Plus, it's not as haunted. I don't care what Sympathy thinks about it, Jeremy laughed. I'm doing this.
Back to an asshole.
Good old Jeremy. He strode towards the stairs and stepped out onto the street. What's Jeremy on about? Sympathy asked Ruthane. Where's he going? Is it a secret entrance? Not exactly, Ruthane replied. It's a back staircase that leads into a smaller space with some cubbies. There's a door to the right and another down the hall to the right. Then we go down there, said the Sympathy. Ugh, my list was really coming out. I'll go first. I know that basement pretty well. Oh, why? I'll be sure to introduce myself if it's empty. To who, the ghost? I could do that, but Jeremy said he was heading that way. Jeremy took a quick glance at his map before starting down the stairs. Jeremy, what do you think you're doing? Sympathy asked him. If we hurry, I'll be able to warn you if anyone isn't I'll be able to warn you if anyone is here. We're gonna go to the basement. Wait, Sympathy said. I want to see what this basement is like. It can't be that bad. I know, I'll show you, Jeremy said, turning around and practically skipping down the stairs. You can do that? Ruthane said, amazed. Yeah, I can. Jeremy replied. Come on, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghost. So you're not scared of them? He literally just said that. Ruthane asked. I guess not, Jeremy admitted. If you are, it's okay. Just keep an eye on your shadow. That's all I'm saying. That's pretty ominous.
Just keep an eye on your shadow.
Sounds like a threat to me.
I know.
Okay. Thanks, Ruthane said, and followed Jeremy into the basement. The end.
Oh boy. TBD. TBD. All right, folks. Well, that's really the end. Do you want to tell me what your idea was, or do you want to wait until we're not recording?
My thing, I don't remember what the podcast was, but you had me listen to one or two of their episodes when we were like hanging out. This was a year or two ago, I think. It was because I remember it was two women. And
oh, Swaba. Witch Bitch Amateur Hour.
Sure, and they were reading stories, and whenever they would read the story, it had like music in the background.
Yeah.
But then when they cracked, or whenever they weren't like reading the story part, it would like the music would stop suddenly, and then when they go back into it and read the story, like so, I thought it'd be funny if like it'd be like music, music, music. What the fuck does that mean? Like then it would stop.
Sure.
And then, like, okay, here's the rest of the thing. So yes, stole another idea, but it's like, I've seen other people do it, but it's like I don't know how possible that is, but
that's easy. I can do that.
Yeah.
I just need to find an audio file and add it to the video when I'm editing.
So yeah, just find like basically when I was like, oh, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, like that'd be like when it has no music, and then when I start reading again, or when you start reading again, that would be like when the music starts.
Sure. So yeah, I will absolutely work on that. So you know that comment I made about you kind of taking over social media shit? If I'm going to get more creative with YouTube videos, I'm so glad you do that because it's going to take me longer to edit for sure. The more fun I make the videos, but I think it's worth it. I think it's totally worth it. So I will absolutely do that. I've sort of created a template now, so I'm not like recreating the wheel every single time I have to make a video. So that's nice. I have my clip champ sort of saved in a template, so it's way easier to do like the shit that's there all the time. So I can absolutely start adding some fun shit in. I'm always down for that. So yeah, I will try that with both of these and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's really the end now, folks. Thank you for listening to the Chronicles of Jeremy. If you stuck around through the entire thing, thank you for being a champ and hearing us out the whole way through, sticking around for the fun stuff.
And if you stuck around this far, you need to leave a comment of, I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yes.
So we know that you stayed this far.
Yes, if you stayed this far, the comment on the video, the comment of the day is, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. You can put this in the comments on YouTube. You can put this on a comment on our page. Maybe we'll make a little post every week that says, what was the comment of the day? If you stuck around to the end of the episode, comment with the comment of the day, and we'll just sort of throw that up every week when I make the
like when you
drop it.
Yeah, when you like share, it's like, oh, episode whatever is up. Yeah, it's like, oh, and if you
stuck around to the end, yeah, put the comment of the day in the comments. I love that.
Oh, yeah, the phrase of the day.
Phrase of the day. Perfect. I love that, Amanda. These are great suggestions. See, we're evolving. We're growing.
This is what happens when I don't get sleep.
You're welcome. Amanda. Just okay. Well, I've been encouraging you to sleep. Maybe I shouldn't. Anyway. All right, bye for real this time. We love you, and we will see you next week.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thumbnail?
Yep.
Sure, why not? It's great.
Ow. Got my fucking knuckle on that.
That's a perfect place to end it right there.